Everybody, it's Brandon Neal again here with Freedom Wealth, and today I want to talk to you guys about the top 5 ways college students waste money. Number 1 is eating out, and this isn't something that's exclusive to college kids, but it is something that they do far too often. And it's so easy to look up and realize you have no money left in your bank account because you've eaten out every night for the past month. The best way to kind of counteract that when specific to college students is, 1, to take advantage of the meal plan you're already paying for. So most universities require students that live on campus to have a meal plan, so use that meal plan. And 2, if you don't want to use your meal plan, or if it's an occasion when the dining halls are closed, start looking at cooking for yourself. And if you guys are anything like me, you probably have a pretty limited repertoire in what you're capable of cooking. So cooking lessons could be a very good option for you. It's significantly more fun than going to eat out, and it's in the long run going to be a lot cheaper than eating out continually. That's the number 1 way people are wasting money. 2, paying for subscriptions that they don't use. I don't know about you guys, but I know I've been guilty of it. I'll order a subscription to use something one time, but I have to put my credit card in for it, and it automatically renews after that month or however long the subscription is, and I completely forget about it. And then I look at my bank statement whenever and I say, hey, what is this charge? And it turns out that it's a subscription that I didn't even remember that I started. So there's a couple ways to counteract this, and the first one is I already touched on, was checking your bank statements. It's something that you should get in the habit of doing anyways, because you never know when someone might double charge you for something, or if someone gets a hold of your card information. Actually, recently I just had a charge pop up on my account for Amazon. It was for Amazon Prime, and it was really weird because I pay mine annually and I have the student discount, but this was a $13 charge, which is the standard month-to-month rate for a non-student. I was like, this doesn't make any sense. That's not from me. So I called them, and turned out some other Amazon user had my card on their account, and that's how they were paying for their Prime. So if I didn't check my bank statement, I've been paying for someone else's subscription, which is even worse than paying for one that you signed up for and you don't use it. And then the second easiest way to make sure that you don't end up paying for subscriptions that you don't need or don't use is to set a reminder on your calendar for the day before the free trial ends, so you can go back on and actually cancel it. That's been very effective for me. There's been some different subscriptions that I just needed to use for a brief period of time. One of them being Spotify. When the new Lil Wayne Carter 5 album came out, I wanted to listen to it, but I didn't have it on Apple Music or on Amazon Music, so I created a Spotify account and got that free month trial, but then I put it on my calendar for the day before it would renew and start charging me. Now I can cancel it and I'm not actually paying anything. The third way that college students are wasting a lot of money is buying their textbooks. And I know that sounds weird. It's like, oh, well, I need my textbooks to do well in my classes. But that's just simply not true in most cases. A lot of teachers require textbooks and then never actually use them in the class. So this semester, I've actually not bought a single textbook for any of my classes, and it's worked out okay, because I have one class that we do homework problems out of the textbook, but I just go to the library and actually take pictures of the homework pages, and then I can do it just fine without having the book. And it's not a book that we've ever used actually in class, so it hasn't been a problem. And a rule of thumb that I use for should I buy a book or not is, have I needed to use it in class 3 times? Once you needed to use it 3 times in class, it's probably a pretty safe bet to go ahead and purchase it, because you're going to get your value that you need out of it. That's the third way college students are wasting money. So number 4, shopping trips. And this one goes beyond college students as well, but I think college students are really guilty of it. And whoever is the person that came up with shopping as an activity and for leisure was a genius, because shopping isn't something you do for fun. You go shopping when you need something, and that's that. Like, you don't say, hey, I want to have some fun today, let's go waste money at the mall, because ultimately you usually end up buying stuff that you really didn't want in the first place, you definitely didn't need, and then you get home and you wasted a couple $100 or whatever amount it was, and then you just have a bunch of stuff that you didn't really want. So what's the point of that? There's just so many better things that you can do with your money. And the last one that I want to touch on for the list of top 5 ways college students are wasting money is alcohol. So it's probably weird to hear college students say alcohol is a waste of money. And I know I'm in the minority in that camp, but I just personally don't see the point in it at all. But again, I know I'm in the minority. So if you're going to purchase alcohol, at least do it on a budget. So when you're going out to the bars and whatnot, don't take your credit card with you. Instead, take a small sum of cash with you, and then when that's gone, it's gone. That way you're not running up these crazy charges on your card, and then the next morning like, oh my goodness, what did I do? So while I don't necessarily agree with drinking, if you're gonna do it, at least do it responsibly, financially, and responsibly by not drinking and driving. Those are the 5 ways college students are wasting money and how to fix those problems. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please share it with somebody that you think would get value from it, and subscribe to us both on the blog. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. All right, talk to you guys soon.